welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be doing a favourites video. Now I didn't do one last month just because of how hectic it was but this month I have been ordering mostly from Amazon, so I'm going to show you my favourites for this month. The first thing I'm going to start off with is this. This is a very recent purchase. I've probably used like 2 or 3 times so far, and it's called an eco egg. Basically my neighbour recommended it to me. It's basically meant to help the environment but also cut down in costs for washing. So what you basically do is put your washing in the washing machine and then pop this little egg in it, and instead of using like liquid gel or like the capsules, you basically use this, and it's got tiny little pellets, I'll show you in a second them, inside it, which basically help wash your clothes. If I don't use fabric softener, it doesn't make any difference to the texture, but it does make a difference to the smell. With this, it is, I think, something like linen fresh, this one, and it gives it a slight smell, but I like it quite strong, so I prefer using this and then fabric conditioner on top of it as well. And then I put a scoop of kind of like a stain remover. I always do it for having kids. But basically this egg cost me $12.99. It's not got all the pellets in because you're meant to put a 3 bag of whites with a black, and then I've got 2 leftover little bags as well. And the pack that I got is basically an egg and 280 washers for $12.99, and then basically these little beads just dissolve, and it's less harmful for the environment. You just reuse your egg and just repurchase the little things, and obviously, like I said, they are very good for the environment. They just dissolve, and really good for, my neighbour was saying that when she used to wash hers in powder, if you put them in water again, you'd see the powder coming off of it. She says, but these don't, because they are naturally based, vegan friendly, just amazing. And they wash your clothes really well as well. Also, I've got a little stand for it that just the egg sits in on the washing machine, but you can have it high up if you want. My neighbour has a dog, so she has hers like on a side of a fridge, but I wanted to have a look because mine was low down if they were harmful for kids. So like, I know the capsules and stuff like that, there's been stories about kids eating them and whatnot, and I wanted to make sure that these were safe, and they are completely safe. I would still recommend to put them high just because the balls, and I don't know if one's slightly dissolved and it could fit through the hole, I don't know, but my kids are 5 and 8 and they wouldn't eat it so I feel comfortable having it lower down. But yeah, basically you press this little button and twist, and they're basically the, I'll put that in front in case they fall out, the beads inside it. And I've used these for 3 washes so far, and yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about them whatsoever, and they do smell really nice. And I must admit, even though when I use the fabric conditioner that I usually use, it made it smell slightly different just because it's got like a mixture of this, but it smells so nice together. But yeah, I've got the linen fresh one. You can get like a floral blossom or something, which is a pink one, and a different colour and a different flavour. But I use this one just because our theme in our kitchen is like a grey, and I thought blue would go with it a lot better, and I'm not a massive floral smelling person. So yeah, I've gone with this one, and I know I've been talking about it now for a long time, but I just highly recommend them, especially for $12.99. It's going to last me for 280 washes, and then you just refill, you just rebuy the packs for like a £5 for whatever amount of washes you get. So I think it's like they're meant to last between like 6 months to a year anyway. I suppose it depends how big your family is and whatnot, but 280 washes is incredible. Right, another thing that I got as well is this. It's a strainer. Basically, I find it difficult to lift heavy things, and when it comes to like pans and stuff like that, I struggle, especially when it's hot water. There's sometimes my hand just goes and I spill hot water everywhere, or when I'm really struggling, and especially when I drain it, because if I can hold it, then the tipping of it I struggle with. Yeah, if you've ever got anything to do with like problems with your arms, carpal tunnel or anything like that, you'll probably understand. So I've got advice to get one of these, and I was going to get a different one and it didn't look like it was going to work for me, but I got this. So instead of like holding it like that, you can hold it like that. So yeah, I thought this would be amazing, and it's foldable, so you put it like that in your pan of hot water, you put your veg, your pasta or whatever you put in on top, and then you just lift it out. And then what I do is separate it like that and then go like that if I'm tipping it into like pasta sauce or anything like that. And yeah, it was amazing. So it's reversible as well, so you can have it like that. That side I tend to find that it doesn't go in properly, but yeah, I just love the fact that I have it like that on the pan and then have it like that when I put stuff in it and then just flip it. I love it. And it's really, really helped me a lot in the kitchen for, like I said, when I cook dinner and whatnot. Another thing that I got as well is my ladder shelf in the bathroom. There was one that I was looking for that was a lot cheaper, but I had it in like my watch list for months, and it finally went out of stock and then didn't come back. They're completely gone now, so I had to go and get the bit more pricey one. The cheaper one that I found was lovely as well, another one, but it was too wide. Basically, I have this little section next to my radiator and it's only probably like that big, and I wanted to fill it up with a shelf, and if I got a long one then the radiator would be in the way, so I had to get one that was only like this wide. But yeah, the one I got is really, really nice. It's got cushiony pads on the bottom so it doesn't rub on the floor or scratch it. It's a hook system, so it's basically a ladder and it goes like that, and then here are your screws and you basically just hook it in. Well, you can't see the screws, but it hooks inside it, and it looks really nice. And I've tried to make it as a display unit but also practical. So at the bottom I keep a little box, and it's got stuff like the cleaning products. Because my kids are old enough to understand not to touch that stuff, I don't mind having them where they can get them now, because they obviously know not to get them. So it's got my stuff like bleach, my cloths, and then above it I just get the towels that match the hand towels and the mat rolled up, so it looks nice and displayed. And then I have two just little display units where it has like flowers and then some of the old stuff from the old kind of colour theme of the bathroom. It used to be blue, the old theme, but it's like a teal egg blue, and now I've made it to more of like an actual blue, not a royal blue and not a baby blue, but somewhere in the middle where it's a nice shade of blue. And some of the stuff that I had before, kind of some of them matched, so I kept some. So yeah, it's got some flowers and like an anchor and then a lighthouse and then some more flowers. So yeah, I just thought it'd be great because it's both really nice looking, but also it comes in handy for basically storage. So yeah, I love that one. Another thing to do with the bathroom is this. Now Ava has gone back to being a pain when it comes to washing her hair. She's like her dad and don't like it in her ears, but don't like it in her eyes. And she goes very, very over the top if it gets in her eyes, like literally stands up, coughing, yeah. And it's not very nice when I have to forcefully like rinse her hair out, because she stands up, gets water all over me, and she just freaks out, and I can't stand it anymore. I've tried so many other things, and she'll do it for a little bit and then it goes back to normal. And even though she had like one time when she panicked with this, because I think she put her head down, so it just went like that, it works. And I use it for my son as well, and I really like it. And I was afraid that it'd be for babies, but it's not. It even fits me. So basically what you do is like a visor, so you put it over your head and like just at the top of your eyes like that, and the idea is when you put water on top it goes down. I was also worried about the bits that it covered, and it's absolutely fine. I just made sure I wet it thoroughly, obviously rinsed it as much as I could, put shampoo on and did it as much as I could, and then rinsed it again, and it seems perfectly fine. It's washed the hair even with it covering it ever so slightly. But yeah, I highly recommend these. Like I said, it fits me. It looks small, but it actually is quite bendable. I do have a small head, so I'd say I'm more of like a teen head. I'm not like a grown-up sized head. If I buy a hat, I have to put it on the low setting, but I could also wear a child's like 11-year-old hat. So if you've got older kids, like teenagers, probably will be a bit small. But if you're like me and got a small head, it'd be fine. And like I said, I use it for my 8-year-old and it fits him fine, and my daughter's 5 as well. But definitely recommend it if you have children that don't want stuff going into the ears, because it can cover the ears, and also don't like stuff going on the face. Last but not least is the tea towels I've got. I included these in like my Amazon haul, but I didn't show you like in person. I just showed you like a pan of them. And these are basically the new tea towels that I got. They're quite big. They're a little bit wider than the ones I had before. So yeah, I do have to kind of like have them half like this now to fit on my little thing. But no, I love them. They've got the same feeling as the microfiber cloths have. So I find the absorbency of this to be amazing. They're really soft and they're not thin, but they're not thick either. Because of the microfiber, they feel really thick. I hate it when I had tea towels that were just like a really horrible material, and when you wash them they get dead stiff and horrible, but that do not soak anything up whatsoever. I've got kids, clumsy kids, that spill everything all the time. You can expect something to be spilled over the rug at least once or twice a day. We try and put things in a place where things can't get knocked over, but my son just ends up finding a way to knocking it over by accident. So we need ones that are completely absorbent, because they go run and get one and put it there and let it absorb everything else. So yeah, we need ones that are really absorbent, and these are amazing. I also like the fact that they have little clips like this, because we aren't in our downstairs toilet, we're unable to get to the little rail anymore because our dryer is now under there. So I put one of those no more nail hooks, and this just hooks, well, before I used to fold it down and have a bubble stitch to it, and it didn't look that nice. But now that we have this, it just happily just sits like that on it, which is really nice, and it looks a lot better. And I think these were like a pack of 8 for like, I'm gonna have to have a look, because I can remember in the Amazon haul, I just could not remember. But it was a big pack and a lot for your money. So where are they? There we go. So you get a pack of 8 in grey, and they were £15, which I thought were amazing. But you can also get them in beige as well. They are sold out at the minute, but they're going to be in stock in the next couple of days, so that's fine. Yeah, definitely recommend them, because I was looking and it was like £15. This was on Amazon, £15 for like 2. And I'm like, I'm not spending that much to get 2. And then every time I tried to find some from anywhere else, like I went to B&M, this was before the lockdown, I've been looking for new tea towels for months. They'd have the horrible stiff ones, and then if I go to a supermarket, they'll either have none or really horrible ones. So yeah, I'm finally glad I found some really nice tea towels to match the kitchen, especially now that it's pretty much finished, been decorated and everything like that. But yeah, that is my favourites video for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Anything that I can link in the description box, I will link down there. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye!